what you want? And are you getting
Welcome back, No Means Nerds, No Means Nobodies, No Means No Nicks, to the No Means No Thing podcast. The podcast where three absolute fucking idiots do their very best to try to pick the very, very greatest No Means No song of all time. Spoilers, there isn't one. I'm one of your hosts, Jordan.
Matthew.
And there is the best No Means No song, and that's called Tired of Waiting. This is Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're back, and hey, 3 in a row released at a timely pace, folks. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you to get used to it, but we're doing our best, and we're getting them out there. So here we go. We do not know what songs will be out this week. We're right now in this very moment as in the dark as you are, and I'm nervous and excited about it. But before we do that, I'm going to need to drink me some fucking whiskey to get the old tongue loosened a bit. So I got some more of that 101 proof fucking shit right here from good old Redwood Empire, and I'm going to suck it down. I actually had 2 whiskey cocktails last night. I never do that.
Whoa.
So 2 nights in a row for me of
Cocktails?
whiskey. Yeah, I had an old fashioned. 2
Okay.
old fashions. Went out with a buddy. He's actually the buddy who works at Redwood Empire and got me this. We didn't go to Redwood Empire, but he got me this whiskey. So
Does an old fashioned have a maraschino
works.
cherry in it?
no, that's a Manhattan, my friend.
Okay.
That was my
Whoa.
grandfather's drink, which I also love now, and I understand why my grandpa drank Manhattans all the time because they fucking rule. But I'm kind of more of a straight whiskey guy when you get down to it. Anyway, bottoms up, Michelle. What you got for me?
Once again, I'm trying to cut down on the beer because,
Okay.
damn it, if
good.
I have beer, I have more beer. Sometimes I
hear
have
you.
more beer than I should have. So a nice close second to the usual is Guinness Zero. They have it on
Oh.
draft. They have it on draft over in Europe now in some good places. So same bat sound,
Mm.
somewhat same bat taste.
Ooh, that one gave a little whine too, like a little squeak.
Oh yeah, no, that was me whining that it wasn't real.
Oh, sounded like the can, but you could sound like a
No,
can
I'm
too.
sure it was a can. If you can,
All right.
if you can,
All right, Matthew, what is your
Fake
libation?
Guinness.
Nothing interesting, really. Right now in British Columbia, we're having a strike.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's right.
Government liquor in Canada is generally controlled by a central government board, and for a long time until the 80s, we didn't like all alcohol had to be sold in government stores, and they ended up opening up beer and wines, and then like in the early 2000s, you could sell spirits, but ultimately, all of the private stores still have to buy everything from the government.
Oh wow.
Distribution
Fucking
outfit.
commies.
So the it's a monopoly, and so the government stores are super duper sparse, and the private stores have started to become sparse as well. The strike's been going on for quite a long time. It's actually government workers, and I don't know whether it's the liquor store workers, but the warehouse staff and distribution
Oh.
people
Oh shit.
are
I
on strike and
see.
have been for some time. So it's starting to get a little sparse. But what's really nice though is
You got your own hooch.
well, no, we have a lot of really good local microbreweries and stuff like that.
Oh,
so you can
nice.
still just go
Oh,
straight to the brewery.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I didn't get this one here. I actually did get this one at a private store, and I got it almost purely on the fact that it is a 6-pack. Because 4-packs you actually get less beer. So I tend to go for your 6-packs. Yeah, if you do the math, it's
That's
The
weird.
taller-
So
the
4
taller
is
4-packs.
letter less than 6.
yes.
Yes.
They're bigger. They're bigger, like 473
Bigger cans.
milliliters times 4, or 365 milliliters
I
times
gotcha.
6, and it's like
Right.
Times the
2/3 of a
proof
beer
by volume
less.
is yes.
2/3 of a beer less. So I got this
Let
What
me
is
see.
this? Oh,
Dart lager.
Or if you
And-
turn it just a little
Wow.
way, it's art logger. I like
Very,
that a lot.
very sharp looking can, and I looked on
Retro,
the can, and it is
totally.
made
No pun
by
intended.
Daggerad Brewery in Burnaby, BC, and they are one of the most venerable and they take their craft very seriously.
Sweet.
They tend to make Belgian style beers, and everything
Ooh, I
that
love a Belgian
they
beer.
make that I tend to like. So this is maybe their attempt at a more sort of commercially pointed beer, but it's very, very tasty indeed.
Sweet.
Dark
Sweet.
I
lager
love the
from
can.
Daggerad. Yeah.
Nice.
Love that
Well,
can.
drink them if you got them, everybody. If you're out there walking Teddy, please have one for us.
Mhm.
If you're in your car, do not be drinking. If you're on the toilet, have a beer in your hand. Tip one up, and let's be prepared to say goodbye to 3 more songs and
You ever
crown
drink
one
a beer
more.
in the shower? I have.
I've never drinking a beer in the
I know
shower. Have
who-
I ever
I
had an
know who
alcoholic
does.
beverage? I have never.
You know
No.
who has a beer in the shower is Byron.
Hmm.
Oh, does he?
When
Interesting.
he was here with the band, he wanted a beer for the shower. I'm like, all right.
Fuck yeah, man. Fucking do it.
Yeah.
Man, seeing the way that guy plays and jumps off the stage and noodles around, that
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me at all. And cheers to all the European fans who we've seen just fucking stoked out of their minds getting to see the band.
Such good numbers for crowds. The places
Yeah.
look packed.
They look.
It's
well,
a
of
long
course,
tour, and I'm sure
Europe.
they're getting tired. But at the same
Yeah.
time, I don't think that they could fake the enthusiasm that they have. I think they're.
No, I'm sure they're pretty
having
juiced
a
up,
great
man. They
time.
get anybody who's going to go see Dead Bob at this point, especially in Europe, is just a fucking super fan because we've all
Right.
so hungry for it. It's got to feel
Mhm.
pretty good. Got to juicy up to play for so many lovely people
Yeah.
around
And
the
a
European
lot are showing
continent.
up. A lot
Yeah,
are showing
it's
up.
great.
I love it.
It's great. Yeah, that's
They got
fucking
two
great.
two
You
more
know-
days left, and they can come home.
Oh, nice.
When
Yeah.
I took a screenshot of the empty, like we had some technical difficulties, and it was kind of funny because Jordan came back, but there was no Jordan on the screen.
It was
And while we
funny.
waited for him to come back, I looked at the fact that you have your mic mounted on a articulated arm, and mine is sitting
So do
as
I.
it has been for a long time on top of this old 50-year-old sake jug.
Nice.
And I realized, like in the back where you can see that pink light, I actually have an old articulated arm clamp-on lamp. I could totally rejigger it to like accommodate this.
Should rejigger it. Get on that little.
I got one
Michelle
too.
and I
Look,
are on these like
look.
robot arms.
If only
Yeah.
I had tools and skills to build things.
If
Okay.
only you were a tinkerer, my friend.
Yeah.
You're looking pretty
Okay.
Obi-Wan Kenobi-ish today.
He
so
is,
use them
isn't he?
Jedi man powers and he's gonna whip out a saber or a frog dick. One of the two. I feel one of those things coming.
One of the same.
Sabers or frog dicks. All right. Well, let's get going with this first round. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice. All right. This time we have Stop It and Chew. So we are getting out the Sky is Falling and I Want My Mommy songs. We've already had the other one that was in there. And now we're going to get this one. So we're going to listen to a couple of clips right now. So we're going to start with the clip of Stop It.
I don't like you. And I don't like what you're doing. So why don't you just stop? Just stop. It's easy. You just don't. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You just stop. It's easy. No, just don't. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. No more this now. No more this now. No more this now. No more this.
Fucking Parker.
Jesus,
Oh.
I know. And now a little bit of Chew.
It sure beats
Well, once again, not that he listens to this fucking show, but excellent work at choosing clips, my boy. Those
What's he
fucking
listening to
ruled.
instead?
What's that?
What's he listening to instead?
I don't know. He's not going to listen to his old man fucking jabber on about the podcast, but he'll be on an episode here coming up
That
pretty
is
soon, I
one
think.
thing. What he thinks is so great,
Yeah, well,
Parker.
So what no one got to see, and I didn't get to capture because I've closed my little screen grab program, unfortunately, was Matthew holding up a cute little toy mouse and Michelle holding up her beautiful cat at the same time while we listened about rats chewing off
Yeah.
faces. It was quite a moment, ladies and gentlemen. So stop it and chew. I have not been keeping track of who goes first. Matthew, you want me to go first this time?
Yes, please.
Okay, so let's talk about Stop It and Chew. I mean, sometimes we've played a couple of songs together and I've really been able to tie them together thematically. I can't fucking do that this time, other than I want rats to stop chewing on my face, but there's really nothing in common with these two songs. But Stop It is Sex Mad, right? One of the songs that I think has most, not the most, but one of the songs that is the most risen in my estimation and up my favorites list while doing this podcast. It's not that I never didn't like it. I just didn't give it the due that it was worth. It's such an intense song, and I think it's one of those songs from Sex Mad, that early period. It seems like an Andy song to me. That that captures that youthful angst in a way that, on the one hand, is very youthful and very almost sort of, dare I say it, sort of pop punk in its emotional arrow, but it in true No Means No fashion just does that way better than any fucking young pop punk band is going to do. And the music in that fucking song is absolutely outrageous. But again, another absolutely shining example of how Andy just runs circles around most other vocalists. His guitar work in this song is fucking absolutely insane. And yeah, the way that Andy will go from screaming a verse to doing his own sort of version of Rob's, Sprechgesang or whatever that fucking term is, and he's breaking the fourth wall and talking to us on our headphones. It's just so fucking good, and I really do like the levels in this song. And actually, this is something I think it has in common with Chew. This song has punctuated bits of real musical intensity, and then it really pulls back and gets really restrained. And the difference being, I think, with Stop It, it's that the way that No Means No uses so perfectly those rhythms to amplify the meaning of where they're at in the song, right? So in Stop It, that sense of like really coming into yourself to just be like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
I don't like what you're doing, right? Like, that's all interior. Why don't you just leave me alone? And then it just fucking explodes as this guy's getting in the fucker's face going like, just fucking stop it, right? But it just has that up and down of going inside, going outside. God, the music in this is it's so good. I definitely think one of the highlights on this album. Really fucking good. Chew, I actually think this song's really fucking good too. And I think of all the Jello performances on the album, this is my favorite of the Jello performances. I think it's fucking great. And give me a fucking break. That the quiet bass line in there, it's so like buttery and just insistent and so fucking good. And the way that the guitar just sort of like little rat's feet in the background in the subway tunnel, it's just creepy as fuck and really, really effective. And I think Jello's vocal stylings in this match the song in this better than they do in most of the other songs on the album, in a way that, to me, this is the heart of this collaboration. This song is sort of like, the best of what No Means No could have brought to this, not the best of what they do, but the best of what they could have brought to this collaboration, matched with the best of what Jello could have brought, to make the one song to me that's like, oh yeah, this one fucking rules. That's not that I don't think there's other songs on that collaboration that are good, but I think this one fucking rules. and the chorus, the chew chew devour devour the chew chew, and the way it just gets into that fucking crescendo of madness and then just drops off into that
Crescendo of
bass line.
Madness.
But
Nice.
that crescendo means more because it falls off the cliff into that just rolling bass line that's just so heavy and light at the same time. And I think the lyrics in that song are great too. They're very scary, and they're very like lonely and very terrifying. It's like being in a 70s horror film, right? Like when I don't know if you guys remember that spate of horror films in the 70s that were all about different animals. There was ants, bees, this, that. Like there would always just
Rabbits,
frogs,
slugs.
rabbits. Look, they'd pick an animal and be like, let's make this one into like. This feels like it should have been the soundtrack to a good version of one of those films that has socio-political undertones because it's rats in New York City. Which the rats are the
Of
cops
course.
or ICE. So I mean, I'm not going to talk about my preference between these two songs. They're very, very different. Stop It, though. Every time I hear it, I think I like it just a little bit more than the last time I heard it.
Oh, baby.
I don't get sick of it. I think to tip my hand a little bit here, I guess, one of the things that I kind of been thinking about in these rounds is looking at each of these songs and saying, does it deserve to be a finalist, right? A contender? Because some of the songs that have come up are finalists because they came up against easy competition, right? Not necessarily because they deserve to be there amongst the pantheon. Stop It deserves it. It's absolutely a banger. I'm not going to say that Chew doesn't, which is weird for me to say. It is the one song on that album that I actually hold in as high esteem as some other No Means No songs. None of the rest of them I do. I think they're great songs, but they don't rank in the pantheon of other No Means No songs. But Chew kind of does. I think it, on its own, fucking stands up and really holds up, and there's nothing about it that pulls me out. There's nothing about it that I think clashes. I just think it works, and it's a really good song, and the boys play their fucking heart out on that fucking track. So no, I think this is actually a better matchup than it might otherwise be. I think these are two good songs, even if they're not fucking related at all. Anyway, I'm going to stop. Michelle, what do you got to say about these guys? Pull the mic closer to yourself, by the way, Michelle. You push it away too far away.
It off. He got it. Can you hear me? Because I thought at one point he turned it off.
No, I can, but you sound better now.
Okay, yeah, because he's Elvis, and he can take the mic. Stop it! Stop it! Speaking of stop it. That song, Stop It. Come on, it's so intense, and it stays intense.
Yes.
And you just you don't think you can take it anymore. And then Andy is the one with the inflections that kind of bring it down, even though the music doesn't always go down with his voice. Rob has this undulating, I think that's the word I want to use, chromatic bass line. Yeah.
Yes,
and
that's right.
I think it's a chromatic scale, and if you, he doesn't play it boringly at all.
No.
But you can play that pretty boringly. You can just
sure
go through the motions and put your finger on the fret, and then that's it.
I'm pretty sure it moves up an octave at one point too.
It does. It does. Actually, I don't know if it moves up an octave, but he goes up higher. Yes,
yeah.
He does the same sequence, but he just keeps going up the neck. This song is astronomically cool. Like I cannot get enough of it. And the way Andy sings it, and he gets so defeated, it's magical art. It's an incredible piece of music to listen to, and it's in my top 10 easy. It's easy.
Nice.
You just don't forget that line. That's hilarious
so
to me.
Good. Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
It's just
You
easy.
You just
don't.
I love it.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
That's
Man, especially being a young
Chew,
man, I lived those lyrics. I mean, those lyrics spoke to me so bad, right? I got bullied so much as a kid, and this song is just like,
did you
yeah, man, that's
really?
oh, big time. And
Oh,
I felt
oh.
this song so hard, like, oh yeah, man, I wanted to just shout this to so many fucking people. Yeah.
I
Anyway, sorry.
don't
Go ahead.
help me the day I see anybody bully you.
It doesn't
I'll
happen
tell you.
anymore, luckily. But
No,
back in the day, I knew the inside of many garbage cans, my friends.
Oh,
honey.
fuck.
Oh, big time. I grew up in a
Seriously?
redneck town, and I was a fucking weird little tiny hippie kid, right? Like, what do you expect?
Oh
It
man.
it made
I
me
got-
who I am today.
Emotionally
wanna-
bullied, maybe, and like socioeconomically bullied. But I was always a pretty big kid, so I never got physically fucked with.
Right,
too much.
yeah,
I looked about 4 years younger than I actually was, which back then was a big fucking deal, right?
Sure.
But I always found a best friend who was like 6'3", right? Like I had two best friends, and it's Russell. You guys, talked many times about Russell. He was a
Right.
giant. He was a fucking
Yeah.
giant. So yeah,
6'3", he was 6'3".
yeah, he was 6'3".
Yeah, fuck bullying, man. I
All
got
right, sorry,
bullied
Michelle, I
because
didn't
I
mean
was
to-
weird. But yeah, like
Yeah.
you, because I was
Weirdos, yeah.
wearing men's
Weirdos are
suits
good.
and all that. But that's for another episode. Chew, an incredible song. Like you said, the band is having this. I don't know. They're in their own little world, which maybe they might even say they are too, with the Jello songs. But as you also said, Jello is doing a really good lay down of the vocals that work well with the music and work well. The lyrics work well with the music that they're doing. I think I said the same thing twice, but that's just how I am tonight. Um, I really do like it, and the accents when they get to the choo choo devour part in the whole song, in that section, anyways, sounds very like rat like and
Yes.
disturbing. Yeah, and it's kind of haunting too. As I'm thinking of it, um, it does sound like it's a back alley of some major city, and it's dark and it's kind of drizzling or raining. I don't know. It paints a really good picture of some dismal shit and
Yeah.
some upsetting stuff. And I think they really portray that well in the music,
Agreed.
and it's a good mix of the music and the vocals for sure. Just like Stop It. I mean, it's the same thing where they've the art of marrying the music with the vocals is it works really well on that. But the John and Robin Stop It are just this choo choo train from hell.
Yes.
I don't. It
It
started
is a
out cute.
choo-choo
The
train from hell.
choo
That's
choo
great.
train from hell.
From hell.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a song. When you play that, I am front and center listening to it. Both
Hell
of them
yeah.
really. They're very fun to listen to, very interesting to
Yes.
listen to, and I think in Chew, Rob's playing the tritone. That's what makes it sound so ominous.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that
I
makes
think
sense.
they're doing that a tritone there, like a C to F
Mhm.
sharp or any fourth raised half step raised up fourth. So yeah, that makes it always sound ominous and scary and creepy and stuff. So they do a really good painting with that. So yeah,
Nice.
that's what I must say.
Before we pivot to Matthew to hear his thoughts, I just want to ask you two quick technical note. Are you guys seeing waveforms on your little lines, or are you
Yep.
just flatlined? Okay, good. It's just
Hello,
my
hello,
display.
hello. Nope, I'm seeing the little ups and downs.
I'm
Is
definitely
Yeah, good. So it's just my display. That's fine. All right, go ahead, Matthew. What do you got
But-
for Stop It and Chew?
Okay. I've always really related to Stop It for sure. I do think it's more internal. I think it's like the feeling from within and that upward chromatic scale, crescendo,
Mhm.
however you describe it, that it just becomes more and more intense and is just constantly there. It's just this percolating that you're just about to blow, but you just never actually get there. I don't know. The song says so much with so little. I just counted
Yeah.
roughly.
Yeah.
I got a sum total of 38 different words.
That's really light for a No Means
What?
No song. Yeah.
you just sat there and counted the words for Christ's sake?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Whoa.
Chew I gotta give it props because something I've definitely I think in a previous episode I talked about how a lot of Jello Biafra stuff actually kind of reminds me of Every Day I Start to Ooze, in that it's just a bunch of random, very funny, very interesting,
Huh.
very clever, but relatively unconnected thoughts, sayings, phrases, whatever. And that's how Jello kind of strings his shit together. This is one of the most coherent, certainly I think the
Ah.
most coherent
Uh-huh.
song telling a story without too much. Well, it certainly has it, but as much sort of historical socioeconomic comment. It is. It's a story certainly about poverty and everything like that, and maybe the rats are a metaphor to a certain extent, but there is
Sure.
definitely a surface level that it's just a horror story
Yeah,
about
exactly.
actual rats. Just before I should mention, just before I started talking here, speaking of being eaten by things in the dark, killed a mosquito.
Oh no,
Yeah,
going to
very,
hell.
What the
no,
hell's
very.
a mosquito doing out at this hour?
I don't know. It's
At
here in
this
the
time of year.
here in the garage with me somehow.
Sucking
I had the
blood.
door open. I was working all day, so it
I
probably
thought
just
they were
drifted on
done
me.
for the year.
It's all
No,
right.
no.
You're
It's
forgiven.
everywhere. But yeah. Also, I should mention that my cat Charlesley, despite being an indoor boy, he does have
Yeah.
access to 16 by 25-ish outdoor deck, which is protected and cat proofed and everything like that. But he got a bird the other day.
Oh,
Oh.
That is his, I think, seventh bird and third species of bird
boy.
since we've had him.
Oh boy.
But last night though, couldn't fault him too much. He's really just doing his job, because the reason we domesticated cats to begin with was to
Right.
deal with the rodents. So I caught him. I'm like, where's Charlesley? And I could hear some skittering around out on the deck, and I like turn on the spotlights. There he is with
And
the
he's-
fucking
he's-
rat in his mouth.
Nice.
my God.
Just on the cusp of bringing it inside for me.
Chew, chew,
Yeah,
devour.
yeah. So Charles is
Nice.
Daddy, are
protecting me
you
from
hungry?
protecting from
That's
so
great.
back
You
to
hungry, Daddy?
back to
That's
my,
great.
my little project here. Yeah, I think Stop It's one of the most. It's always been one of my favorites off of Sex Med. It may be my favorite. I have to sort of like review the list, just because of the way it feels, the way that it makes me feel, the way that I connect to it.
Anxiety.
You know, it's anxiety, but it's also
Yeah.
frustration. It's also a
Mhm.
feeling of lack of agency, of impotence, where you just like it's a plea, right? He's still being very polite. He doesn't like what's
Yes.
going on. He's still saying, please don't. Just It's, he even wants to
Yeah.
help you, just like it's very easy, just don't, just
Just
stop,
don't.
just, you know. I feel that way every time I go out in public.
Yes. I
Oh
relate.
no.
Yeah, I relate.
And a good chunk of the time when I'm on the internet or whatever, when I interact with anybody, doing just don't.
Just don't. It's
But
really
how about
easy.
you don't?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So it is somewhat. I won't say it's incoherent, but it is not fluent. And for that, it is still so incredibly evocative, so incredibly communicative, and I love that fact that so few words communicate so much, and communicates
Yeah.
an
Never
experience
knew
that's so common to everybody. Chew is amazing. It is an amazing song. The playing is amazing. Jello, who has a tendency to annoy me vocally, doesn't annoy me. I think it works really, really well because he modulates his voice. There's some quieter bits. There isn't as much bleating in that.
Yes.
In
And when there is
Jello's,
bleeding,
yeah.
it's like
appropriate.
right on point. Yeah, exactly.
It's appropriate. I found it interesting, though. I never thought about it until just now that, he's like, look, man, this is New York, but he's from San Francisco.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
But
when
they
you go
played-
to New
they-
York, it's
They played New York a lot. They,
Yeah.
the Dead Kennedys played New York a lot. But yeah, for sure.
when
And
you
it
go
feels
there,
like a very
it is,
70s New York too. 70s and
Right.
80s. This
70s
has that
New York, but
feeling
it's
of
not
yeah.
like San Francisco doesn't have underground tunnels and a rat problem.
No, my friend. I've lived in both places. 100%. You cannot compare them. New York City, the rats. I mean, it is not a trope. It is fucking real. The
they're
rats in
reading
New
a
York City
newspaper.
are of a absolutely another level. San Francisco has 0% of the same sort of issue that New York does. So there really is like a thing. It's
They
a real
have
thing.
their own newspaper stands.
It's fucking crazy. I mean, we used
Yeah.
to see rats when we were in the subway that were
Fucking
like the size of
huge.
chihuahuas. They were
Yeah,
fucking
huge.
gigantic.
It is a very multicultural city.
It is. Son of a bitch.
Everybody has their place there. and Everybody has a
All right.
neighborhood.
Everybody does. The rats
Including-
deserve. Yeah, the
Yeah.
rats deserved our sympathy. I don't know what.
Yeah. Bring us your
Yeah.
tired, your what is it? Your huddled
Or
masses.
your
Your
huddled,
huddled masses.
huddled masses
With
yearning
nasty
for
sharp
yearning
pointy
to be
teeth.
free, yearning for some cheese.
Yearning for some
Teeth,
flesh.
I like rats for the most part. I don't.
I got two in my house. They're pets.
Do
though.
you really?
pet-
you
pet
got two
rats.
two rats?
Yeah, they're,
Two
they're
pet rats.
Intelligent,
No
and
shit!
charismatic
I
little
didn't know
creatures.
you had two rats.
But at
Yeah,
the
they're
same time, I
ashes,
will
they're
kill.
sweet.
I'll kill them with my bare hands if they are, and have done so. When they're
Okay.
kind of getting into.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
no, we have problems with rats.
Okay.
We've
Vancouver.
had some
I
bad
would
ones.
say, if Vancouver were as big as New York City, we would probably be on a par with
Probably. Yeah.
rat
Well,
issues.
latitude wise, you're similar. So I get
Yeah,
it.
any kind of port city is going to have that
Port
kind of,
City.
kind of an issue.
Port City.
Yeah, I do like the kind of tongue-in-cheek that Jello isn't telling a story; he's actually inhabiting a character,
Yeah.
and doesn't always do that in sort of. Maybe he does. Like I think
He
what
does,
was
but
the
this
other
is a
one?
prime, like a really like top shelf example of it. I think. Right?
Yeah.
Like
No,
it's-
there's one song on this album where he's playing a character from
the movie.
Yeah, from the movie.
Bruce's
That
Diary.
was- That's right, Bruce's Diary. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that wasn't the movie, was it?
Socioeconomic.
Was it?
Yeah, it was in the movie.
Okay,
The
okay.
socioeconomic commentary is there in this song, but it still doesn't overtake the creepy feeling. So yeah, no, it's pretty masterfully done.
Mhm.
It is pretty cerebral though. Still, you have to listen to it. You have to listen to his story. Whereas Stop It, it's a feeling. It's a song about a feeling. Really, almost like not eloquently or sort of cognitively expressed at all. It is really just sort of a reaction. It is a song that is a reaction, and I love it for that. It's fantastic. I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm rambling and going in circles at this point.
No, it's good. Rambling is good. That's what we're fucking doing. It's called a podcast.
It's
Yeah,
tough
no.
to ramble.
True enough.
So,
True enough.
So
It
I
fits
want to.
in. Fits in. Stop it. I don't know. It is a standout, but it is a standout. There are a lot of standouts. I would say it's in a group of maybe 5 songs from Sex Mad, which I would have difficulty saying which one is my favorite consistently. I would Chew is always my favorite. Has
On that
always
album,
been my
yeah.
favorite on that album
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So-
for sure.
Yeah, in terms of comparing the two of them would not be the same as comparing I don't know where they would certainly rise up on their album or even in the song order. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop It has the best beginning of maybe any No Means No song.
Wait, tell me how the beginning goes again. I'm flaking. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
oh
so
my
fucking
God.
good. So good. So good.
Oh.
So good. So good. So good. So good.
How do you not do like it is absolutely fundamentally
That song is
Ma-
sick.
maybe certain species of extrovert wouldn't understand this, but any introvert
100%. No, that Stop It
understands
is
this fundamentally.
Stop It is and I didn't. It's always hard to be the first one to talk. I mean, fucking, you've talked about this, Matthew. And so much has popped into my head. So I'm going to wait for a second. And let
No,
you finish
do
up,
it.
because I've got more to say about this, but 100%
No,
you're right.
say
Like,
it.
stop it. One of the things I love about this band, I talked about this being sort of a pop.
I wasn't
punk.
listening to what you guys were saying because I was trying to
You were
count
listening to your own thing.
numbers.
So you're counting
the
words.
numbers and the words.
The
in the
thing,
song.
the thing, what I said about this being pop punk, I only meant that it's taking what on the surface is a simple feeling of frustration and wanting people to shut up.
Yeah,
But they,
yeah.
but they encapsulate it. To your point, Matthew, it encapsulates what, to me anyway, I can speak from my own experience, really represents that feeling of being trapped, of really wanting someone to shut the fuck up. And frankly, that feeling of wanting
not being
people
able to get away from it. Yeah.
Yeah, but not even always because that person's being an asshole, but just because, like, I just can't fucking be here anymore, right? Like, it's just that it can be because they're being an asshole or they're being too loud or whatever. But you're very right that there's that. It maps out that sense of that I know very well of, like, trying to control my frustration, and when that frustration innerly explodes, it's not exploding outward, but the feeling is just, I mean, that initial scream, and then the
drums
really
start,
ragged
and then
break
the Rob
beat,
comes in.
but it's not
Yep.
the drum beat is like broken. It's very
It is.
tight, but it's broken. Like,
Yeah, it
like
sounds
my
like it's
fucking
falling down a
brain,
hill.
right? And so it's that feeling of just like, oh, you're already on your back foot, just being like, where the fuck am I? And then it's that da 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 da. It's like, fuck. So they're so
Sick.
good at capturing
Sick.
inner states and
Yeah.
like making them manifest, right? Both in the,
Yeah.
God, this band can
You're
just,
off
like,
balance and you have a rising feeling that you cannot quite control.
That's right. And it's not like there are other bands who might try to sing about this kind of thing, but their songs don't sound like you feel at the same time that they're saying the things. And to the same regard, like, it's appropriate that there's not very, very many words. Because when I'm feeling that feeling inside, it's not some erudite
Good
inner
point.
monologue. It's just like, fucking
Shut
shit,
the
you know?
fuck up.
And so,
Yeah.
of course, there's only 38 words. Like, you're not fucking having a monologue. You're just like, fucking stop, right?
Yeah.
So, God, it's perfect. The more and more I listen to the song. So it is definitely now one of my favorite songs on the album. It never was before. So again, like I said, it's never that I disregarded it entirely. Like I might have some of the others, but now it's definitely in my top 5, if not top 4 on that
Yeah.
album.
Maybe that sort of
100%.
where we're talking about Life in Hell, where the position on the album
It could
is
be.
just
Yep. It's I'm
an
exhausted by the point this song comes
embarrassment
around.
of riches.
Exactly. But I want to what I want
Mhm.
to counter a little bit with you is I think while Chew is a cerebral song, I actually think you don't have to listen to the lyrics to feel it. Like, Chew is a terrifying song,
Oh,
even if
yeah.
you're not paying attention to it,
Right.
because
right.
the way that they play with the tones, the way that the
Mhm.
way that it gets quiet and loud, the very. I mean, you don't have to read a lyric sheet to hear them saying fucking chew, chew, devour, devour, and that's just fucking outrageously emotionally affecting in that jump scare sort of way, and the way it drops off into that. I mean, to me, having lived in New York, he absolutely covers the feeling when it drops off into nothing of being in a subway station at
In a
midnight
subway, yeah,
when
yeah.
when the lights are flickering and you're looking down the fucking dark subway tunnel at the fucking
Yeah.
like broken neon lights, and it's like there's giant rats on their way to you, right? Like, it is a fucking absolute visceral encapsulation of that. Why do you have 2 copies of that? That's amazing. He's holding up 2 copies of Sex Mad. Oh, it makes an upside down face. So I think these 2 songs actually both really encapsulate musically and emotionally what they're trying to say in completely different ways. Yeah, I wouldn't expect these 2 songs to go together so well, but they actually kind of do. The more I think about it, I think that they're really,
Yeah.
and I think this is Jello's by far his best performance on this
Yeah.
collaboration. And
I don't know.
Matthew-
I like what's the one I like? I like Sharks.
Sharks is
my
great too. That's the
favorite.
other
Yeah.
highlight. That's the other highlight
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
The thing I think that's different, Matthew, you hit on this a little bit,
I think Bruce
is that
great too.
in this one he buries, not deeply, but he buries the political commentary under a layer of metaphor and under a layer of story in a way that he doesn't normally do. In a way that shit's usually right on the surface. Sharks in the gene pool. He's just saying the shit. It's a political polemic. There's no subtlety, which is great. There's nothing wrong with
no
that.
story.
There's no story. In this one, he's pointing towards poverty and capitalism and all of this through a character and through a story, right? Kind of like Bruce's Diary, but also that's kind of more on the nose than this one is. I don't know. I just think Chew's a great fucking song. So anyway, that's my second take on the shit. Michelle,
I
you
have
got any?
2 copies of Sex Bed because one was on Cargo Records, the original distributor, and the other one is on
Oh,
Alternative Tentacles. And
fucking
I,
Oh
completist.
wow!
I
I wonder
assume
what
that I
I
bought
have.
the Alternative Tentacles version because I was in a record store and I saw it for $7 and I just didn't want
Yeah,
it to be
you're not gonna
lonely.
leave it there. You're gonna adopt a baby.
Yeah,
Did I
I
tell
think I
you
bought this in
guys?
Toronto.
Did I tell you guys that I
Barclays.
just
I don't-
spent $125 on a copy
what's
of Worldhood?
215 area code?
No,
I
you
don't know.
didn't do that. Wait, did you
I
hear what
did.
he just said, Matthew?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
I did because it was at a local record store and I want to support them because
tell
I
him.
really like them. And I'm like, you guys have No Means No sitting on the wall? And I was like, $125. All right, take my money.
Oh, wow.
Was it
for
an album
Worldhood.
or
No, it was
the
LP.
album?
Yeah, it was not a CD. It was an LP.
wow?
But I love that. I love the record store, and they've never had any No Means No. And it was wrapped. It wasn't even like it was like in the.
It was brand new.
It was brand new, but original pressing.
Do
So,
you have
yeah.
that, or did you not have that album?
I mean, I have it on CD, but I didn't have it on vinyl.
Oh, you
no.
didn't have
So
the. Okay, so you. That's.
I
not
wouldn't
a
have gotten it. I'm not after
stupid
multiple copies of
purchase.
shit on vinyl. I'm only getting
Yeah.
single copies. But
No, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's justified.
all right, well,
Okay, how the
I
fuck
guess
do I have this?
What
The
do you
record
have?
store number, the record store phone number that has the price tag on this copy of Sex Mad. What that's not Phil. It's Philadelphia. I've never been to Philadelphia.
Huh?
The fuck? I don't remember.
Yeah, it is Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Weird. Must have found its way there weirdly.
Hmm.
All right, well, it's time to vote. I'm first. I'm going to vote. So this is an easy vote for me. Very easy. However, that doesn't denigrate the one I'm sending to the curb. I actually think it's a fucking great song. It's also risen in my estimation, but it's also always been there. Chew was never one that I had that had to rise in my estimation. I fucking loved it. It was my standout on that album for me, but Stop It is in another zip code. Speaking of or area
Philly.
code rather.
It's in Philly.
It's Philadelphia, which is a biblical word meaning I think the center of existence or something like that. So yes, it is indeed. So Stop It for me, for sure. Michelle, how about you?
Stop it.
Oh, you stop it.
Just stop it.
Just stop it.
No, of course I'm voting for Stop It. Jesus Christ.
Jesus
The volume
Christ.
gets turned up and it stays up, and I like
Yeah.
that. Chew,
yeah.
it gets turned up a little, but Stop It is just on fucking fire. And
And it's
yeah, I
fucking
forgot the
Andy.
way it started. That's amazing. Who do you
Yeah,
think did that scream? I think it was Andy that did that scream, right?
It sounds more like an Andy scream than a John scream.
Yeah.
Rob doesn't scream like that.
I don't know.
No.
No, Rob wouldn't do that. John would, but does that sound like John? No, it sounds like Andy.
No, it's too,
Sounds like
too
Andy.
high. It's
Yeah.
Andy.
All right.
Or it's
Unless
the
it's-
Wilhelm scream.
Cecil.
Yeah, well, it could be. Matthew, what about you?
Because sometimes it is.
Oh,
It's
how
gotta
about
be
that?
gotta be. I've talked about how brain, heart, and balls. In some No Means No songs, maybe Stop It's all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
And,
do
it has
hear
all
brains,
of
hearts, and balls.
it. Yeah, no, I think
Yep.
it's got all of it. That's right.
And I
That's
think
right.
Chew is mostly just brains. Although the music is fantastic, of course. It's
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I got to go for Stop It.
Nice. I don't think
So-
anyone's going to argue with this. I don't think anyone's going to argue with this.
Album
Oh.
order, at least on the CD. I cannot remember, what the LP where that originally came out. Was it on Sex Mad originally, or was it on the You Kill Me EP? I cannot remember because I never had vinyl, but it is between on the CD. It is between Somebody's.
Another banger.
Somebody's comes after it, and Body Bag comes before it.
Whoa.
I mean, come on. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I know. How are you even alive after that?
That's that's interesting too. Even just like
Isn't
the
it?
thematic connection between those
Jesus
three songs,
Christ.
kind of fantastic. Yes, what was going on? I wish that I were. The No Means No boys are sort of from 13 to, well, Rob's a lot older, but 15-ish, sort of 12 to 15 years older than me. I kind of wish that I had known those boys and found out what the fuck they were thinking about
Wait,
in 1987 in Victoria.
Hold the fucking phone.
What?
Stop It does not appear on either of the LPs of this record.
What are you
It is
talking
not-
about?
It is not on there on either the US or the Canadian. It must be
Where
a
is
CD only release.
What?
It is not on there. US release: Sex Mad, Dad, Obsessed, No Fucking, Love Thing, Dead Bob, Side A, Side B, Self Pity, Long Days, Metronome, Revenge. In Canada, UK: Sex Mad, Dad, Obsessed, No Fucking, Hunt the Sheebies, Dead Bob, Side Slade, Long Days, Metronome, Revenge, Self Pity. Stop It does not fucking appear. It's only
What?
on the CD and cassette.
Wait a minute. I think I
Yep.
have one with
It's
it
on.
on there.
It's on You Kill Me.
Oh, so maybe it's on You Kill Me.
Yeah, second song
me
on You
take a
Kill
look.
Me. But it is
There you
still
go.
between Body Bag and Some Bodies.
Weird. Okay, so it's on You Kill
See,
Me. That
I
makes
don't
more
have
sense.
that. I don't have that. You have that EP on
Yep, it's between
record?
Body Bag and Some Bodies. That's right. I don't. No, I don't. Jesus Christ. Thank God. Thank you for talking me off that ledge. All right. Well, listen, folks.
Man.
As would surprise no one, Stop It has won. But Chew, you're fucking awesome. You're an awesome song. I'm gonna listen to you many more times in my lifetime. So
Yeah.
fucking love it. So before we move into round 2, Nathan from Portland, we somehow fucking missed your recording. Thank you for resubmitting it and bringing it back to our attention. I'd like to say hello to all our Portland brothers and sisters. I
Oh
hope
my
you're all
God.
putting on your frog costumes and
In that
fucking
war-torn
ice you right up the
hellscape.
ass. Yep, in that war-torn headscape. Please board your windows, hide your wives, hide your children.
Oh my God.
But let's go ahead
Somebody
and
help us.
let's go ahead and listen to Nathan, because this is a really nice recording. And Nathan, thank you for sending in. If anybody else, if you sent something into us, I think we've said this before, but if you've sent something into us before the last 3 weeks, and we never played it, believe me, it was
Yeah.
not because we didn't want to. We just lost track of it. So
Yeah.
resend it, because we'll play it. We
Goose
are
us.
not. Yeah. So let's go ahead and listen to Nathan.
Okay. I have put this off for far, far too long.
Yes, you have.
No.
I don't even know why I was hesitating, but it's apparent that I need to do this. My name is Nathan. I am from Portland. And this is my No Means No story. So it starts off in the winter of 1990. Glacier Hall dorm at Southern Oregon State College in Ashland, down by the California border.
Okay, so it's not Maine.
And I have a passing acquaintance with a couple of real, actual hardcore punks from Bandon by the Sea, which, if you think Ashland is in the middle of nowhere, Bandon is like the dark side of the moon. So these guys must have really stood out where they grew up. But anyway, they were about as cool as I could imagine, and they were everything I aspired to be at the time. And one of them, whose room it was, his name's Jesse. Thank you, Jesse. He invited me to come play a role-playing game that they had all worked up, where you play punks versus zombies, kind of old Romero Return of the Living Dead style. But in the middle of this, they put on a song that immediately caught my attention, and I asked who it was, and they said, "Oh, this is No Means No." And I believe the song was Real Love. And it was unlike anything I had ever heard before.
Wow.
And I begged them to let the album play out. And it immediately got its hooks in me. When I came home the following day, or back to my dorm room the following day, my roommate was there, and he pointed to my bed, and sitting on my bed was a bootleg copy of The Day Everything Became Isolated and Destroyed,
Oh, whoa.
which was heaven to me. And I played that thing until it gave out, until there was no value left. A couple of months later, he gave me a copy of Wrong as well, and
Oh, man.
same story. It was too much to be believed. I loved it so much.
Exactly.
And nobody knew anything about this band, it was a mystery. It was a
Yep,
complete
yep.
mystery.
Yep.
We had to order any albums, especially from the local record shop. There was no place you could pick up a copy of Maximum Rock and Roll or anything remotely scene related. So I was in the dark, completely in the dark, for about 4 years, until 94, when I finally got to see them up in Portland at La Luna, which is no longer there. It was absolute ecstasy.
Oh,
I was I was one person back from the rail at the very front. And when Rob came walking out on stage, I mistook him for somebody's dad, for one of the sound guys, for the manager, anybody
happened
but
before.
the man himself.
right.
And then he picks up the bass, and he just, by himself up there, launches into Long Days, which was my favorite song at the time. And not even half a bar into that song,
Ears.
somebody came up over the top of me from behind. I never saw them coming. Squashed my face against the back of the person in front of me who was at the rail.
No.
And I wear glasses.
Oh.
My glasses were folded in half across
that
the bridge of my
sucks.
nose, and then
that
fell to the
sucks.
floor and
Oh,
were
come
lost
on.
until I finally was able to retrieve them, luckily, at the end
that.
of the concert. But for the entire show, all I was able to see, because I'm extremely nearsighted, all I was able to see were just blobs
That
on the
sucks.
stage, jumping around, making noise, and it was pure angelic ecstasy.
Oh, all right. Okay, I thought it sucked.
The only thing better than that was the 2 times I was able to see the secret shows that they played in Ashland, Oregon itself, when they were killing a day between Sacramento and Eugene. They picked up an extra gig at a place called Daddy-O's, R.I.P. Daddy-O's. And you couldn't fit 25 or 30 people in there. It was
Oh, wow.
impossible. And those were, when the stage is like 4 inches off the floor and you're just standing right in front of the amps at arm's length, literally at arm's length from the guys playing. No rail,
still
no nothing,
here?
no separation. That was just pure pleasure. So those are my favorite moments. I mean, there was a wonderful gig that they played in Hoboken that I got to see, a place called the Black Cat. But they're
Remember the Black Cat?
there are all of these memories that I have that I can't really share with anyone, except when I found out about this podcast, and that leads me into what it means to me. No Means No has always been something that I've held close to my chest, something that's been mine and almost mine alone. I never saw any other, never seemed to see any other No Means No fans unless I was at an actual concert. And I always felt like it was almost, when I after you'd leave a concert, you'd almost feel like it was something that you made up in your head.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
wow.
so ephemeral and so precious
Interesting.
and so transitory. And it's always been something of mine, like a secret obsession.
Yep, I know that feeling.
And now I know that there are all of these other people out there who feel the same way, especially after getting the book, Jason Lamb's book. I see that all of these other people feel the same way that I do. And it feels, even though I'm not in touch with any of them, I'm not on social media or anything, I feel like I'm not alone. I feel like there's other folks out there who feel the same way about this music that I do. And it's heartwarming. Anyway, that's all sappy shit.
No, it's not.
Keep up the good work. Thanks for contemplating this if you play it, or considering it if you don't. Thanks, and I'll be waiting for more episodes.
Fucking, it's calls like that make all of this worthwhile, man. Knowing, like, especially someone who's not on social media at all, right? Who's just like found the podcast somehow.
How did he find it?
And is listening and just like, oh fuck, there's other nerds like me out there. It's like, that's the whole fucking point.
That.
That's so great, Nathan.
That
was awesome.
Nathan. I hope you're listening to this. Nathan, what do you do for a living? Because
why
you got
voice.
a great radio voice, man.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
you should be recording audiobooks or possibly narrating a true crime podcast.
Yeah, because your voice is fucking butter, man. That's fucking incredible.
Yeah, I was
have
like
a nice
waiting for the hedging sounds, and I don't think that I can usually tell if somebody's reading something. I don't think he wrote it out.
Oh
of
no,
off the dome.
No, that was off the dome.
Almost no hedging, no ums, no
oohs. Yeah, that was fucking incredible.
It's because he was speaking the truth from his heart. That's why.
So
God
thank you
damn
for
it.
sending that in, Nathan. Yeah, man, that was fucking incredible. God, one of my favorite things about doing this show is getting to hear these people's stories. Yeah. So good.
But did you hear? He's talking like he knew a secret. Like I
totally
know what that feels like.
Totally relate. 100%.
Yeah, no, I'm from the fucking same hometown.
I know.
I felt that.
Even I felt that way.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That is nuts.
And I think that's everyone who's listening to this podcast right now. If you care enough about this band to listen to this podcast, 100% you relate. There's zero chance that you don't relate to that feeling. I don't care what kind of person you are. It's just a universal feeling about this band. And I don't think that we could, but there's no need to try to unpack why. But fucking, it's just, that's a universal feeling. So
they're so good.
Yeah. And then there's something real special about it for that feeling in particular.
Yeah. And what he said about when you're watching a concert and you leave, and what did he say?
Yeah, it feels like you've just made it up in your head, right?
Yeah.
You just fucking made that up.
I loved that. I loved that. Yeah. Awesome sauce. Thanks,
all right, well,
man.
Nate, thanks for leading us into this next round, which none of us know what it's about to fucking be, so... Shit. God damn it.
Something stupid.
No. Okay, so this is Rags and Bones.
Oh, boy.
Versus...
Uh-oh.
0 + 2 = 1. Oh. God damn it. Okay. So let's hear a little bit of Rags and Bones. Oh, fuck. All right. And now we're going to listen to a little bit of 0 + 2 = 1.
2 = 1. Yes and no, I lie day and night. One breaks as the other is falling. Question the answers, stir the solutions. In the end, for light, you must burn your conclusions. Night and darkness love silence above all. Not the equations of of sun-loving apes, or their prayers for the dead of a world that's to come. 0 plus 2 equals 1.
Jesus Christ.
Ah,
we gotta
well,
pick
fuck
between
you,
these two. Are you out of
terrible
your mind?
machine.
No
God
way.
damn it. Well, you know what? I'm glad I don't have to go first, Matthew. That's your ignominious honor. So, start us off. And keeping in mind that you don't have to say everything right up front, just shout out a little bit and then we'll popcorn around a bit. But
Yeah,
what
it's
do you-
helpful. And
what do you think about
also,
these?
we got to remember that we are, if one of us seems like we're on the fence, we're allowed to make a case to try and convince if there is
Absolutely.
an imbalance. I don't think there was
Absolutely.
any in the last, I think
There
Stop
wasn't.
It was kind of definitive.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Wait,
this
wait,
one,
hear me
yeah,
out.
It's
So, let's
possible.
see.
It's possible. It's possible that
Mhm.
one of us might make a case for the other one. But
Right. Sure.
boy, oh boy.
Oof.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Do we even
Also-
have
also,
to say any words?
Can I just say, like, it's times like this when I'm like, I just want to hear the whole fucking song. Like,
I
great
know.
clips, but
Yeah.
god damn it. Like, I just
Yeah,
want to listen
let's
to the whole
not say
song.
anything. Just play the music.
We can. We
Do
can.
we have to try and say words?
Yeah, we got to say words.
Yeah. Gotta say words. So many people know Rags and Bones. If they know one no means no song, chances are it's going to be Rags and Bones. Maybe more
Yep.
than others.
Yep.
I
If they had a radio number one, it would be that, probably. Yeah.
I'm not going to say that Rags and Bones doesn't deserve the attention, but I don't know that it's. I don't know that it's their best song.
Right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it I don't even
It's
know if it
catchy.
is. Yes, it's catchy, and I don't know that it's
Yeah,
even
yeah.
the song that kind of sums up No Means No the most in terms of what they can do. I mean, it does, and a lot of people have told stories about this. Like, what is this? It's so different, and all that sort of stuff. But it is and it isn't, and it is. I'm not going to say I don't like it. I just wish that I had the opportunity to evaluate it where it wasn't like waving its little No Means No flag. Oh, I know that song.
Look at you.
It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun to go and see Rags and Bones being played at a live show than 0 plus 2 equals 1, probably, because 0 plus 2 equals 1. Rags and Bones is you can shake your ass to it. It's very human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0 plus 2 equals 1 is very inhuman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
0 plus 2 equals 1 is like they took some instrument made of a dark material, sharpened to a point that's so sharp that the end of it blurs and you can't perceive it, and they
Whoa.
poked through
Jesus
into
Christ.
an adjacent dimension and let something very dangerous in.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And that is, to me, what, like, it's not people making No Means No 0 plus 2 equals 1. It is 0 plus 2 equals 1 has come in to puppet the people
That's
are
right.
making it. It is a song about, those ineffable forces, those like things incomprehensible, the things in the universe, in the world, in life, in death, that you have no control over. You are a scrap of something completely insignificant. You're a puzzle piece. You're you're one fragment of somebody who's torn up a crossword puzzle, blown through the wind.
Oh, nice.
That's
Wow.
what
Nice.
that's what
Wow.
0 plus 2 equals 1 is and does. And both of them are incomprehensible. Both of these songs don't really make a whole lot of sense. I think the point is 0 + 1. They're trying to maybe express something inexpressible, and Rags and Bones, they just weren't sure what they were going to express and decided to try to express it anyway. If that makes any sense. Maybe it doesn't make any sense. I want to get at 0 + 2 = 1's lyrics, but it's a very, very hard thing to Google. It doesn't seem to
Yes,
want to.
and I mean, you go deep as you want, but let's not forget that we have all parsed this song fully twice,
Yeah.
pretty much. So
Yeah.
No,
But
I just
fuck
want
the
to
lyrics
refer
in
to them.
this.
There we go.
yeah,
It puts spaces between. But yeah, it has some of my favorite, not just Lumi's no lyrics, but my favorite little nuggets of language are in this song. They have these interesting little, the blind are deafened and the lame are made dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the hoot of an owl in the dreams of a mouse.
God,
Not the equations of sun-loving apes.
count on your fingers. It's the rule of
Rule
the
of
thumb.
thumb.
Yeah.
God,
A child needs a name like a corpse needs
corpse
a
needs a
paw.
paw.
Like the corpse needs a pole.
Yeah.
What
Jesus,
about
there's
that?
there's no line in this that's not fucking absolute
Like
gold.
a corpse
My
needs
absolute
a pole.
favorite quatrain here. Hail to
Whoa.
the lies by which all truths
all
are
truths
hounded.
Hounded.
The murder is
Hounded.
done.
It's
The
done.
temple is
The
founded.
temple is founded.
Where the current is
Current is
grounded, its circuitry hums.
Circuitry hums.
And that is the machine
God, it's so good.
that Slade
So
is
good.
crouched in front
Rob.
of.
Right, 100%. Fuck.
You're wearing that hoodie and you're just making it.
Yeah, he's
all
a
that
priest
more.
of the outer gods
know,
here, man.
I know.
Yeah. I think
Put the light under your chin.
Rags and Bones is an amazing song, incredible song. I still don't know what it's about. And maybe it
I
doesn't
have my
matter.
suspicions. It doesn't probably, but
It doesn't matter. It's about, self effect, if erasure, self erasure in a certain extent, to a certain extent. The beast has arisen. All sins are forgiven. She rises. Maybe it is some human interpretation of whatever it is that they let in with 0 + 2 = 1. That tendril of indigo that just sort of came in. Like, what the fuck is it? What, she rises in the belly of the beast, I shall be released. I don't know.
I'm
They're
telling you.
They're on a boat. Isn't that the whale?
It's a nuclear submarine. I'm swear to God, it's a guy getting be a sailor, getting on a nuclear submarine because he has no other identity but being a sailor and doesn't know what to fucking do, so
Okay.
he joins
Isn't
the
about
Marines.
the whale
tearing through to another dimension. Both of these songs, 0 + 2 = 1, maybe more so. I've told this story before. As a young dude in Victoria, which is at the edge of what was the known world for a long time, I used to
Right, yeah.
ride my bike around listening to this music, and I would look out, even though you look across at the Olympic Peninsula, like in Washington State, and it's not that far. You see lights over there. It is a weird experience. It is a weird experience to look out there and just see all that nothing. See all those the rivers, all the Puget Sound, all of the Fraser River, and Georgia Strait and Harris Strait, all of that flowing out past the Olympic Peninsula, out into the dark, out into the North Pacific, where there are no islands until you encounter like Japan and Sakhalin. It's a strange feeling. I have always had that sense of myself in the insignificance of me in that environment.
Right.
Both of these songs,
Fascinating.
maybe, Rags and Bones to maybe a lesser extent, maybe a more visceral, personal extent, but then, yeah, that ineffable feeling is definitely present in, maybe encapsulated perfectly by 0 + 2 = 1. That feeling that I had of just like I'm nothing. I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm just nothing. And years later, looking across, and I sort of denied those feelings of myself looking across. Okay, there's land over there, whatever. But then I went over there, and it took me until I was like, how old was I was over 40, certainly, by the time I actually went. I had gone to Port Angeles. There's a ferry from Victoria to Port Angeles in Washington State, and then it's quite a drive to Seattle. But I'd never gone the other way. You go Port Angeles, I don't know, it's probably like 30,000 people, 40,000 people, something like that. It's not, not a big town, but not a small town. And those are the lights you see across the water from Victoria. But you go out the other way, there's fucking nothing. There's nothing. There's little towns. And I shouldn't say there's nothing. There's First Nations who've lived there for a long, long time. There's the Makah people who live right on the tip in Nia Bay. Then you go down the coast a little bit, and the Makah, their culture and language is related to the Nushataq people on Vancouver Island across the water, which I always found kind of interesting. Like they're kind of on the either side of the mouth of out to this nothingness, and they were whaling cultures, which is very interesting. And then you have Salishan people, like the people who speak the languages in and around Victoria, and in and around actually Seattle and most of the Lake Peninsula, and those people are culturally related. Then there's, I forget the name of them. I wish I could remember, but they're just on one island, and that was an isolate language, not Lummi Island. No, this is just sorry. Like there's an island which is kind of off of Port Townsend or something like that, and there was a people there who spoke a language that wasn't related to anything, and they're gone. Oh, wow. That was an isolate language, unrelated to anything else, and there's no evidence of other languages that they were related to. And Penlatch, no, I can't remember. Weren't Salish, weren't Wakashan. Then you go down the coast, and there's the Quileute, I think, people, and their language isn't related to anything else either. They live around La Push in Washington State, right on the coast, and you have to like drive way down, and they're the ones who the Twilight movies based the werewolf people were based on the Quileute.
Oh, no kidding.
That's hilarious.
Because they're isolated from everything, and those people, they're staring the fuck out, like unrelated to any of the people around them. And I'm not saying they're like supernatural this and that, but like there's got to be a reason. Like these people are culturally, linguistically unrelated to anyone around them. They couldn't like isolated for some geographic or cultural reason, probably staring out at the fucking Pacific, out at that nothing, and they know about 0 + 2 = 1. I'm sure.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. It's sung about in the ancient songs. Yeah.
There's something like really fundamental, something very, very deep, something that does not give a shit about you.
Right.
It does not give a shit about me. It's just there, and it's doing its thing. It has been doing its thing, and will continue to do its thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
fuck yeah.
All that to say, you don't shake your ass to 0 + 2 = 1. You feel like
your ass is
in
shook.
awe of it, in fear of it. It feels like I've said before, it is something that it's a song that wants to hurt you, or maybe just doesn't want to hurt you. It's just gonna end up hurting you in the doing of whatever the fuck it's doing.
Yeah, it will roll over you regardless of what its intent is. It's going to just fucking crush you under its weight.
Indeed. So all that to try and get my head around what the fuck No Means No we're trying to tap by creating these fucking songs, and maybe something more coherent will come up as
I was going to say you'll once we talk, you'll have more to say. I'm certain. Michelle, what about you for these two?
I'm going to open my other beer, which is 30
go open your
Sunshine
other...
French Blanche.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Rags and Bones. I think it's a John song.
I think so too.
I'm guessing
because it's fun.
And well, no.
The other two didn't really do fun.
There's something to that though, because he likes. Didn't we find out in the book that he likes big band music, and that's fun. You know.
Yeah.
So and they're all singing. It's very catchy. it's a, put your arms around the person next to you and join in kind of thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just kind of like Matthew said, I don't know why that one was kind of front and center that everybody knew about. I wonder how that actually came to be. I don't understand. It's like kind of now, like the song now, how everybody likes now.
Major key.
0 + 2 = 1. The bass line in that is very meditative, mantra-y, where it's in snarling, serpentine like,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of that and Rob's the way he's saying the lines. It's trying to like what is that? What is that? You're getting very sleepy. What do you call that?
Hypnotize.
It's hip. Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
trying to
hypnotic,
say. Yeah, it's very hypnotic. Like with that bass line, it's just doing the same thing and over again.
Hypnotic in the manner of Ka, the boa constrictor in the jungle.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. I that song has always intrigued me. 0 + 2, it's always intrigued me just because it was so odd and so weird and ominous and creepy, and I liked it.
5/4.
And
5/4 time.
yes, it's in 5/4. It's totally in that time signature, which makes it really cool, and which really kind of forces the drummer to do some really interesting stuff too. And they're the ones that always got to find that first beat again, and all the sound effects that are in that.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
What is all
the
that?
crunching and
Yeah,
grinding.
what is
Jesus.
that?
There are so
What
many
the
layers
fuck is
too.
that?
Like it is layers upon layers of just fucking.
I just those
It's something that's
things always
chewing
just
on your leg, and
reaches-
you didn't notice
Yes.
because
I don't
it
know.
anesthetized you first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matthew,
Yeah.
you got it bad for this one. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Shit, I can't go after him or you.
That's it for
Shit.
now. So, God, these two songs.
Shit.
So I'm talking about Rags and Bones first. So I think I do know why this one is the number one song. Like I have experience with that. Like my girlfriend in college who was not a big No Means No fan, but this is when I had first discovered No Means No, and it was like this is a revelation to me. So I wanted to share it. This was the song that she would let me play really loud on the stereo, and we'd open the dorm room door, and fucking everybody would come in and be like, "What the fuck is this?" Right? Like it's a party
Wow.
song. No, like
Yeah.
Rags and Bones is pretty much their most, other than Ono Bruno, which leans a little bit more punk than Rags and Bones in a certain way, right? Like a little more Ramonesy. This one's just a rhythm and blues. It's a brutal shot of their rhythm and blues, right? Like this shit is like white man. You're just starting to get the blues, and this is fucking it. You're in it. And so it's I don't mean this as an insult, but it's their most accessible song. Like it's a
Right, yeah.
that doesn't denigrate it. It's just a fucking banger. But this thing about No
Yeah,
Means
it's
No,
good stuff.
they
It's
make
good
a song
music.
that's their most accessible song, but it fucking slays. I mean, that bass line is just infectious. That is one of the most infectious bass lines invented by mankind. It's so fucking good. And Rob's delivery is just fucking incredible. It is so playful and yet dark at the same time. I really think this song, it's a bit inscrutable, and I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek, but not really when I say I think it's about someone who has no attachment to a feeling of identity. Like you see this in the beginning, he's talking about like Christ was married on the cross, that defined him. My father was married to my mother, that defined them. I'm just married to a fucking cigarette butt. I have no identity. I don't know what I am. I have no connection to anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to join the fucking Navy. I'm in a fucking submarine. Fuck this shit. And then at the end, it's like, I can't choose to believe or not to believe. Like, I just have to follow the rules. Now I'm in a situation where I don't get a choice. I just have to fucking follow the fucking rules, man. I'm in the Navy now. So I don't know, but it feels like, even if that's not exactly what it is, it's this yearning for meaning, but an understanding that of someone who has absolutely no attachment to any meaningful sense of identity at all. Past that, though, this song is just, that middle section is absolutely one of the banger moments of No Means No, though. Like, as much as this may be like, oh, this is their This is their most accessible song. That fucking part, even for people who find it accessible, I've seen the look in people's eyes when they're digging those first two fucking choruses, and all of a sudden it goes into the bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
The beast has arisen, and they're like,
Whoa!
excuse me, Rob. like what the fuck is going on?
Satan's here.
And the way that cleverly, slowly built, and especially through Andy, whose guitar line like starts off non-existent
Wow, wow,
and then
wow, wow.
very subtle until it's finally like dun 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 dun, and he's really fucking like the build in that is incredible. And of course, the way they go into the break beats at the end is like any old rags and bone. I mean, that is just fucking.
Any. Yep.
I actually think it is gauche, or that's the wrong word. It is too many of us fans who are super fans are willing to look at Rags and Bones with the side eye and go, yeah, it's a great song, but you know what I mean? Like, it's their most accessible.
Yeah.
But fucking come on. This song is absolutely perfectly crafted. It moves from one part into the next in surprising ways, but in ways that are perfect. It is never jarring, but it's jarring in the right way. It's never subtle, but it's subtle in the right way. It's like both. It's a fucking contradiction that perfectly is uncontradictory. It's just fucking, that's, I think, why it's one of their perfect introductory songs, because it does encapsulate how this band can make something so musically accessible that breaks every fucking rule and is absolutely inscrutable. Like, what other fucking band can do that? And just make you want to shake your fucking ass. This song is a absolute ass shaker. And this is absolutely I think they got sick of playing this song, but they knew they couldn't stop, because when you're in a live show,
Right.
you want to hear Rags and Bones.
Everybody's
like, it's just
going nuts.
Everyone's going to go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
0 + 2 = 1 is a sitting in the dark with your headphones song. Like, this is the song. I mean, Matthew, you mentioned this. Like, this to me is like on par with Slade in the songs. Like, I have to be in the dark with my headphones, and it's just me and the song contending with the force of what it's bringing through.
Right. Interesting.
Slade is that, but coming from the inside in a very deep, dark way. And 0 + 2 = 1 is, as you intimated, Matthew, it's absolutely from the outside. My favorite philosophical word these days is this concept, is this word called Umwelt. And Umwelt, as usual, is a German word, and it means the world as it is experienced by a particular organism. So every organism has its own Umwelt. And our Umwelt makes us feel like we understand what reality is. This song very much puts you in your place and goes, your Umwelt is a absolute tiny little sliver of shit. And outside of that is this enormous, dark, wild, intelligent, absolutely mammoth fucking set of forces.
That not only does not give a shit about you, but is not capable of perceiving
you.
But
it always is this point of like, it's not despair to me. It's this sense that you just have to turn and embrace the nonsense, and you too can fucking fly into the dark. And it's worth the journey. Like, to me, this doesn't feel like a song that's asking you to roll over on your belly. It's a song that's saying,
give up.
Fucking come on. Like, come in. Like, you come into the dark.
Give up
it's
on
not,
that other order. Give up on that order. Give up on that.
Exactly.
That sort of
Exactly.
sense.
It may be scary, but you know what's scarier? The stupid little shit that you're attached to. That's fucking dumb and scary. Out here, this is where the real shit is, right? Like,
you
nonsense
guys are prophetizing.
Nonsense is better than no sense at all. I am not one of these fuckers that will ever tattoo
for
lines
light,
of,
you must burn
your conclusions. I am not one of these fuckers that will ever tattoo lines of text on my body, but if I were, there are so many lines in this thing that would be the lines I would pick. There would never be any other lines in anything, but there are 2 sets of lines, 4 sets of lines that I'm like, I have been close in my life to inscribing. The reason I don't is because I just can't pick which ones. Like
Mhm.
sometimes it's
Start.
this one,
Just
sometimes
put
it's
the
the
whole
other.
thing.
No, but it's now we asked Rob about this. I did anyway. Ask this Rob about the song in particular when I was asking him like how his musical process went. Like did he kind of like really fucking worry over these lyrics and work on them, or they just kind of deliver? And he really frankly said that they just kind of got delivered, that they just came.
Wow.
And I am not
Wow.
surprised.
Not surprised.
This song really feels in all ways like it is coming from somewhere else. This is No Means No tapped in, and not just Rob, yes, lyrically, but the whole fucking band just gets around
Yep.
this feeling that is from an absolutely transcendent, terrifying, sublime in the true sense of the word, meaning something that's beautiful and terrifying at the same time, a sublime fucking place. And yes, that
Yeah.
bass line that is hypnotic, and yet
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's in 5/4, it's unfamiliar, right? Like it keeps you off balance.
It's
John with the
unsettling.
drums,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Yep.
unsettling. And John with the drums, who's just tight as fuck and giving you this beauty and complexity and diving. And then you've got
Crunchy sounds.
Andy, who's like
Ugh.
more than any other song is like, this to me is one of the highlights of his guitar playing, because he's playing just these, he who else is willing as a
These
guitar player to
bends.
be like, I am going to use the guitar as an instrument wholly other than what it was meant for. Like this is not, he's not playing fucking riffs. He is like just playing it like a broken violin and just like screeching, and but everything is perfectly where it needs to be as deeply unsettling as it needs to be at just the right fucking times. And yes, Michelle, you mentioned that layering of like the screaming and the yelling and these beasts and these beings that
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
and that's why I say
Yeah.
it's a headphone song, because there are, if you're just listening to this in a room, you're missing 2/3 of it. There are shit like
Oh, totally.
deeply layered in the production.
Andy
that
doing
is-
weird guitar shit, and John, probably John,
yes,
is
making-
usually responsible for the sound effects.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they are the fact that they're so distant is
Mhm.
so wonderful, right? That the layers that you feel just makes me feel
They're
that
off in the
darkness that's
darkness.
receding.
There's
Exactly.
something out there.
There's
Might
something out there.
Might be
and
doing its own thing. Might be coming to get you.
yeah, but it's also like it's and maybe this is just me being a weird motherfucker. It's inviting to me. Like it's both terrifying and inviting. Like
yeah,
it
it's the
feels so
unknown,
much
man.
exactly. It feels so much larger than myself. But it's this kind of largeness that's like
It's that
It's
cliff. You're
not-
standing on the cliff, and maybe
exactly
just for an
the
instant.
intrusive thoughts. Let's see. Maybe it's better.
What would happen if I
take
jumped?
off. Maybe I'll fly. Maybe I
wait.
will fucking fly. And I think that
Oh, yeah, yeah.
there's some incredible erudition in the logic of this song. The fact that it's 5/4 time, and there are 5 events in the chain
Pentagon.
of 0 plus 2 equals
Or
1.
pentagram,
there are 5
I mean,
events.
sorry.
And the fact that at the end he says the events are the same in a different chain, right? Like it's a 5/4 song with
myth
5
of logic
events
and
in
its
it.
heroes.
It's just like, give me a fucking break. And then, of course, we can't forget that it goes right into a song that starts off going, nothing, 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 nothing,
Oh,
right? Like,
man.
that's a beautiful transition.
Mhm.
Yep,
I
it
think
sure
this
is.
song is like, in terms of talking about the pinnacle of No Means No, this song absolutely belongs in a final, because it could not have been written by any other band in history. Like there's
No.
just not enough. Rags and Bones, it's a fucking great song, but there are other bands who could have done something similar. Not as well, but they
Right,
maybe
right.
could have done something similar. 0 plus 2, fuck you. There's not a single band in existence. Are you telling me like you're gonna like this is what Tool wants to be, but Tool could never be
Cool.
this.
It kind of sounds like
Right?
Everclear.
Yeah, no, they could never do this shit. It's like it's gematria, it's mysticism, it's everything, but without having tried to construct it. Rob is able to just channel this shit because he's connected to the
Some-
deep philosophical sense of the absurdity of being a human being in the world.
Mhm.
And this song is absolutely a prophecy
Wow, Jordan.
in
that's
the
amazing.
best way. This song is just, and you know, I've gone back and listened to it, Matthew. You really nailed a lot of the lyrics in this the first time we talked about it. unfortunately, when it went up against fucking Mary, for God's sakes.
Yeah,
When
I
you
remember
really
that.
talked about a lot of the Greek references in it, which I'd never really caught, and that's absolutely true. The more I listen to it over and over, there's a lot of like, you know, the halo of snakes, and there's just,
Gonna
I mean,
turn
there's
you to
references to
stone.
all sorts of mythology, right? Like,
Yeah.
anyway, I defy anyone to sit down with the lyric sheet, listen to the song, and not just have their mouth fucking gaping open at the genius of, you know, this is like, there's a lyricist I love who's absolutely the opposite of Rob, Stephen Malkmus of Pavement,
Mm.
whose songs don't make any sense as a whole. But what Stephen Malkmus does that's genius is his songs, two lines together make perfect sense. And then the last line of that mixed with the next line makes another set of two lines that make perfect sense. And so the sense is rolling as you go through it, where there's these like winking sort of beautiful ways that the meaning sort of flows, where the song itself doesn't make sense, but there's like this weird thread of meaning. This song, although it does make sense
Interesting.
as a whole or nonsense as a whole, it does that same sort of thing where two lines work well together, but then the last line of that pair makes perfect sense with the next one and informs it. And then it keeps ratcheting down in a way where it's like, you don't even have to contend with the entire verse at once. You need to contend with it in pieces as they build and inform and self-reflect off of each other in these like absolutely mind-bending ways. I just fucking hell, the lyrics in this and the music. Oh God, I just can't enough with this song. It is so fucking good.
I can't remember if we talked about last time we talked about Rags and Bones. You've talked about the nautical theory and everything like that. I'm not, I don't know whether I'm convinced or not, but
you don't need to be.
Just the Rag and Bone Man was a man outside of society, looked down on society. Maybe he had mental illness. Maybe he wasn't able to, maybe he was, Jewish. Maybe he was a gypsy. Maybe he was from some, unregarded, like some persecuted group. This is the only living that was available to him. He was a rag picker, and he just like wheel his cart around and take your junk. And he found value in the junk. And so why did they call it that? Why did it like this sort of,
again, I think it's someone without an identity, who has no feeling of being belonging to society, without connection to society, married to a cigarette butt,
looking at it constantly, at it from without.
That's right. That's right. And that, I think that idea of like, white man, you just starting to get the blues, right? Like you're now going to be on the outside. Like, fuck you. You're also now on the outside. You don't get to
the
be
beginning of your decline.
At the center anymore. Exactly. Yeah. So there's a lot going on in that song. I think it's deeper than it seems, because it's disarming because it's such a shake your butt song. Whereas there's nothing disarming about 0 + 2 = 1. It's like, here's the hammer. Fucking put your head down on the table and smash it.
Yeah.
Get ready.
I think the bass player for DOA, like I've been around when they've done their sound check, and the bass player always plays the Rags and Bones line.
Why not, man?
Imagine if he played the 0 + 2 = 1 line.
I know.
Oh shit! What are we in for?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well,
wow.
I think we vote. So Matthew, you're up first.
Jesus Christ.
It's got to be 0 + 2 = 1 for me. I'm sure, just because it. Yeah, I don't know. I get what you're saying about that. It's easy to disregard Rags and Bones, and I honestly would think I would pick Rags and Bones against a whole bunch of other songs, but but 0 + 2 = 1. There's something magical isn't the right word. Extra
transcendent.
Yeah, something that isn't even the right word. It's ineffable, I think, is the right word. Yeah.
Oh, my vote is for 0 + 2 for sure. And can I just say, you two guys, I loved your lay down of those.
Vote, which is, in this particular instance, we are not going to have to use our wait, hear me out strategy, because 100% unanimity on this. It's 0 + 2 = 1. When I say we give Rags and Bones the side eye, that was not meant to say that it's not swamped by the power of 0 + 2 = 1, which to me is like, it's not even a contest. This is,
No.
I
It's
mean,
a
Rags and
freaking
Bones would have,
mountain, and then
yeah,
a slightly taller mountain.
exactly. Rags and Bones would have won against a bunch of other songs, but it will
Yep.
not win against 0 + 2 = 1, which is absolutely one of my top songs. And I think one of the more important in their oeuvre, just in the sense of what it
Yep.
represents of what they can do and what they
Mhm.
have done and what they're able to do. So no, for sure. So now comes the really shitty thing where we have to compare and vote for between 0 + 2 = 1 and Stop It. This is really fucking tough.
I
So
don't want to.
Michelle, unfortunately, you do have to try to go first on these. Now you can talk about them compared to each other a little bit before you vote, but then you gotta vote.
You know, I don't know if there's a comparableness to either of these. Stop It or 0 + 2 = 1.
Mm.
Well, maybe there's one where it's a constant hum between the
Mm.
two, or like in each of them separately, just a a message of sorts. But then again, I don't know what the goddamn message is of 0 + 2 = 1, so I don't know. I'm shit. I don't know. I do like the musicality of Stop It. And 0 + 2 = 1 is a constant. It's not going up, it's not going down, but it's really Rob's vocals in 0 + 2 that get it jacked up a little bit. Certainly in his vocal delivery and the way he's singing it or saying the words. He's not actually singing it, he's just kind of narrating truths. Stop It is a migraine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I have to do next?
You have to try to vote.
So
You're
bad.
just trying to
Oh,
compare
try to
them.
vote?
You're doing a good job.
Well, it's you guys give sermons. I love it. Look, you're not gonna like this. I know what I'm voting for, and it's only because I like the fast, angry urgencies of their music and the art that Andy has when he sings them. So my vote is going to be for Stop It. However, 0 + 2 is everything you guys said it was. It's a snake, you know. And then there's something to that, and it's very. I don't know. I don't want to talk anymore. I sound like shit.
No, you don't. No, that's all right on, man.
Well,
that's all right on. This is
it's
not
right
an easy
on
choice.
as I'm gonna get. No, it's not an easy choice. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it, and I don't want to do it. But I do know musically, Stop It. I love Stop It. I love the music and Stop It.
Stop It.
And the way it's sung, and certainly, like Matthew brought up, the way it starts. I totally fucking forgot that.
Yeah. Yep.
And it just goes right up the ramp and it stays there. And when fucking Rob thunders in with that bass line, he sounds so good.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds so good.
Yep.
Then again, he sounds so good in 0 + 2 = 1 too. It's still Rob is a force in this band that cannot be reckoned with.
No.
All of them are though, really. But Rob, when he's on, the man is on. Okay, I'm gonna have a sip of my fake beer now. It's fake beer.
One for Stop It. I'll go next.
One for Stop It.
Save you the pain here, Mr. Matthew. So, yeah, I think there are times in my life where this would have been a way easier vote, where I wouldn't have to think at all. I'm kind of still there in a way, but it's not super easy for me, because I do think these both songs, what I really want to try to consider here is not just what's my own subjective favorite. That's one metric, but what really deserves, why would each of these songs deserve to be in the end, right? What's special about either of these songs that make it,
Mm-hmm.
that should catapult it to that last final handful of songs? And both of these deserve to be there. I think Stop It is an interior song that captures their ability to capture the interiority of human experience in a way that is so on point and so visceral, and just really something that I think many, as you spoke about, Matthew, we all spoke about, is something that we really can relate to in a very direct way, not in a like, oh yeah, I know what he's talking about. Like, no, I feel like everything, the way this song feels is I recognize it, right? Not only what's being
Yeah.
said, the limits of the way the lyrics are used sparingly in this, as opposed to 0+2, where they're used, like where it's like dripping in poetry and symbolism. Whereas with Stop It, it's the obverse of that. It's like, no, you don't want any of that when you're trying to communicate that clinched feeling inside.
Mm-hmm.
So it's perfect for what it is. It communicates what
yeah.
it's trying to communicate
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's so like, one of these songs is like a perfect encapsulation of an inner feeling, and the others is perfect encapsulation of this outer force. Like, how do you fucking compare these two works of genius that are doing exactly what they mean to do exactly perfectly? There's nothing like, they both just absolutely nail their projects. Like, and do it in a way that only No Means No can do. Sophisticated, fucking hypnotically, texturally, the way the vocals are fucking delivered, the way each of the instruments plays off one another, the role that each of the instruments chooses to play in each song, and the way that those play off the lyrics and the tone and the meaning. It's just like, they're perfect songs. I have a preference for that sense that Rob brings of touching that weird, dark, ineffable sense of absurdity in the universe that is very meaningful to me as a human, that feels larger than the experience I also relate to of being a human who wants another human to shut up. That's why 0+2, and I don't mean that lightly or dismissively. I just mean 0+2=1 feels like something. It feels like dark scripture delivered from a mountain, right? Whereas Stop It is a perfect encapsulation of a human experience. So that's also beautiful art. But I just have to get down on my knees and bow to a song that has delivered something so sublime that I can't understand it wholly. I understand Stop It wholly. I will say that. Like, I don't think that's being obtuse there. I like, it's not hard to understand. And that doesn't mean it's simplistic. It just means it's so perfectly
Understandable,
gets
very
at what it's
human
going
feeling.
for, right? Very human. But 0+2 cannot be understood. And yet it's not, and yet it is communicating something very real. It's not made up. I don't know what to say about that, but it's actually communicating something fucking real. You just can't grasp it all. It's outside of our umwelt. It's bigger than our umwelt. And for that reason, to me, it's transcendent. It's a song that's like, I don't know where it fucking came from, but I'm so glad that it exists. I am so glad this song came into being, because it's high art in many ways. So 0+2 is my vote here.
Excellent.
Matthew.
Yeah, I wrote the thing you were saying, the internal versus external. Like, Stop It is like the absolute quintessence of an internal feeling, and 0+2=1 is absolutely external, absolutely like so far removed from anything that you can comprehend. I started thinking of them in terms of like geography, and Stop It is frustrating. It's a dead end. It's a cul-de-sac. It's sort of looping back on itself all the time. Whereas
Yeah.
0 + 2 = 1 has no map at all.
The map
Yeah.
has been burned.
And
Yeah.
you might as well just not try to understand. And there's something freeing in that. There's something like liberating, like terrifying, but liberating.
Road trip.
Um, Stop it. I guess it ultimately is this frustration. There's no change, and he's not cool with it. He just can't control it. Whereas
right.
in 0 + 2 = 1, it there, it doesn't matter if there's no change because it's nothing to do with you.
Right.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, Stop It is absolutely claustrophobic. 0 + 2 = 1 is absolutely agoraphobic.
Exactly.
It's-
That's very right. That's very
Whoa.
right.
Whoa.
Oh shit. God,
and
what songs up against each other? Fucking hell.
like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely can sort of picture the scene of Stop It, like any kind of situation where it's slightly too hot, you're feeling sweaty or uncomfortable, you want to get out of there. Whereas 0 + 1 is just, it's like, it could be anything. It's like I start thinking, I think it's kind of a little bit reductive. I used to really like Lovecraft. I liked the sort of descriptions and
Sure.
the feeling from Lovecraft. There is something Lovecraftian in a way
There is.
about
Yeah,
0
no,
+
it's not
2 = 1.
reductive. I agree. It's that otherness, that sort of sense of something outside of our
Right.
experience.
But ultimately, I got tired of Lovecraft because Lovecraft is a bit silly. He's writing things clearly to freak people out. Like, and maybe
There's
he's
nothing
coming
behind
from
it.
the same-
There's nothing underneath it. Right.
No, he's just writing
Yeah.
pulp fiction and great ideas, like great monsters and some certain. I mean, The Color Out of Space is a fantastic idea, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I'm gonna vote for 0 + 2 = 1
There you are.
because I'd completely forgotten about this one little instance. I was with this girlfriend. It was long distance. It was complicated, and I'm realizing that there might have been a little bit of insight on my part where I was trying to share No Means No with her. And she liked aspects of it and stuff, but I mean, it's very difficult. And I was probably in my early 20s and very passionate about it, and maybe I was freaking her out a little bit. She's not from the kind of environment that I was from
around
not
here.
used to the kinds of thinking that I was. And I was like trying to share these words with her, trying to share these ideas and lyrics with her, and it was 0 + 2 = 1. She said,
Oh, no.
"Don't do that anymore because those lyrics scare me."
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
And I don't know whether it
That's
was
it.
that they made she was afraid of the lyrics, or she was afraid of me for saying them to her,
Or both.
At the same, but I'm sort of like, okay, well, whatever. This isn't gonna work.
Baby.
Wow, 0 + 2 = 1 ended your
yeah,
relationship. Nice.
absolutely, yeah.
Nice.
Well, if Jordan was a lady, you would have had
Ooh la la.
you would have had no
dude.
problem.
Fuck. I want to. The one last thing I want to say about this before we wrap this episode up, because I don't know if Andy still listens to this.
He might.
I mean, it's not that we've lost track, but he dropped off all socials. I think for good reason, because social media sucks. But we don't. I don't communicate as much as I used to.
Mm-hmm.
I know 0 + 2 was his favorite one on that album. But I want to say, because these are two songs.
He didn't like that album either.
No, not that much. But I want to know. I want to say something very clearly. And Andy, if you are listening, I want to say this clearly to you. One of the things that I'm realizing more over sort of realizing who's written what songs, and I think it's really encapsulated by these two songs. Like, yes, there's a part of me that is drawn to Rob's weird connection with the ineffable, but Andy was the band's special genius at so incisively writing songs about the naked human experience. Like, he did that better than any of the other band members. Rob also did that in a different way. Like, The River's kind of that, but in a darkly philosophical way. Andy didn't need to be darkly philosophical. He just knew how to fucking communicate it directly in a way that was perfectly encapsulated and wrapped up just how it needed to be for everyone to fucking feel it. And Stop It is a special sort of genius of that. So is Tired of Waiting. So is Stock Taking, right? Like these absolute top tier songs are his absolute perfect genius at being able to take the human experience and just put it into music in a way that is also unmatched.
Yeah.
So
It's
to me,
distilled.
part of it's distilled and it's art. It's high art. So
Yep.
again, I may because of my own subjectivity be voting for 0+2 here, but Stop It is also an absolute pinnacle example of this band at the height of their powers, and I think a pinnacle example of Andy at the absolute height of his fucking powers.
Yeah.
You know,
So
I
anyway,
gotta
just had to
say, like, if those two guys, I mean, John had his own
yes,
contributions, and I have a feeling like his were more musical and maybe less you know, less of the subject matter, less of this, fewer of the stories kind of thing. But not to downplay his influence and everything like that, but I think, you know, Andy and Rob, especially in the early parts, were you know, these two very, very creative and very, very influential influences on me as a young person. And yeah, toot my own horn, I was sort of the smart kid all the time. That's how I was sort of seen and, you know, identified to a certain extent. Not I wasn't bullied particularly. I wasn't, you know, ostracized, but, you know, a certain amount I was interested in different things from most people. I was a little bit lonely because I'm an only child and raised by a single mom. Spent a lot of time by myself, and Andy's influence in No Means No made me feel less lonely.
Yeah.
But Rob's
yeah.
stuff made me okay with being lonely.
Oh,
Interesting. Great
beautiful
way to put it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a great way to put it.
Matthew.
Wow. What a great way to end this episode,
Yeah,
folks.
exactly.
Holy shit.
Stop the tape, man. Jesus.
Holy shit. Well,
Beautiful,
folks,
Matthew.
thank you for joining us. God, I love doing this podcast. I'm going to be so sad we don't get to do this anymore.
I know.
But you know what, folks? No Means No thing is produced and edited by yours truly, Jordan Flato. Co-hosting and fucking incredible podcast graphics are by Matthew Kowalik. Michelle Strangest is our third, and let's face it, everyone, especially Andy's favorite fucking co-host, especially and officially Foley artist. Sound mixing is by my boy Parker Flato. Shout out to our official mascot, Teddy. Thank you, as always, to No Means No for everything, but especially for the use of Stock Taking as our intro and outro music. My mom phoned up the police today just to say hello.
Hello.
Oh, and fuck ICE.